Well, hello, my friend. Welcome back to another episode of the From Chaos to Peace podcast, where I talk about how clutter is so much more than you think, and we put a spiritual twist on clearing that clutter to get organized. Thank you so much for allowing me back into your ears. Well, hello, my friend. I'm Conny, Graf, your host. Welcome back to the podcast. I want to say right here in the beginning, if I sound a bit down today, it's because I have to get ready to let my beloved horse go. It's quite painful, but it's a fact of life, right? She's old and blind, and it's soon her time. So this is just a bit context if I'm not so chirp today. So now, if you listen to this right when it's coming out on May 12, 2025, then we're under the light of the full moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is the energy of transformation, and it's digging deep, and the full moon is about releasing, letting go, and decluttering, right? And so this energy really supports us in letting go of what's weighing us down, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and also financially. And it ties in beautifully with the deeper work I do with myself, also in this situation, but also with my clients. Often my clients come to me thinking it's about clearing physical clutter or digital clutter or financial clutter, but what really keeps them stuck is the mental and emotional clutter that is underneath. And so together we go deep and uncover the real reasons behind their chaos, which helps them then move forward and from that place of stuckness, if you will, to more peace and more clarity. But like I mentioned in my last week's Moon Day letter, and that's my newsletter, by the way, and if you're not subscribed, you should totally be. Why aren't you? You can click the link in the show notes and get yourself on the list to receive the next one. I'll send it out every Monday. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. So what I wrote last week in my newsletter was that following the moon cycles means planning and acting with intention, but not with obsession. Instead, we align with the moon rhythms as best as we can, but we don't let them rule our lives, and we stay flexible, we trust the flow, and we move forward with, let's call it, grace and trust. I also shared in my email that the other day I did some things that weren't really aligned with the moon on that particular day, but I did it because I felt like doing it, and it felt like it's the right thing to do. And that's totally okay, right? The moon supports us in all we do, but it doesn't dictate every move. So in short, I live and work with intention, but not obsession. And the reason why I'm telling you all this is because this brings us back to Scorpio, because Scorpio energy can get really obsessive, especially when we're trying to dig deep. We can get very obsessed about it, or we don't want to see it at all. It's kind of like the extremes, but both extremes are not helpful. What we want to do is we want to dig deep to a degree in order to uncover what's real, what's helpful. And then we come back up to the light and we let it go and release what's weighing us down in order to move on with clarity and with trust. And there is a quote by John Lee Dumas that I really love. He said, "Most failures are one-time costs. Most regrets are recurring costs. And the pain of inaction stings longer than the pain of incorrect action." So that's the sting, right? That's Scorpio. It goes deep and then it brings back the pain up to the surface. But we're not meant to sit in this pain. We need to realize that we need to act, because staying stuck really hurts more than taking a possible wrong step. And honestly, what I learned is that there are no wrong steps anyways, only learning, only lessons that bring us forward if we're willing to listen. It's the same with decluttering, whether it's physical or mental or emotional. we might think we're worried or we don't want to let go of something because we fear that we are going to regret it. But what John Lee Dumas is trying to tell us is, in the end, we will sit in the pain of inaction, which stings way longer than the pain of incorrect action, incorrectly doing something, incorrectly moving forward. And again, I don't think there is an incorrect moving forward. There is only a lesson to be learned and a tweaking. If we listen to the lesson when we're moving forward, we can tweak, we can adjust. And that's exactly what I help my clients with and how I help my clients with. We get to the bottom of what's really going on and bring that awareness into the light. And then I help them find a way to take aligned action moving forward while tweaking, right? And so if this resonates with you, and if you've been feeling the chaos lately, maybe in your space or in your schedule or in your finances, or just in your thoughts and emotions, or your soul feels cluttered right now, you feel pushed down and a heavy weight, I got a brand new way how you could get support from me. And it's right here on the podcast. I had to come all the way to episode 267 to realize something big. I don't want this podcast to just be about me preaching at you anymore, or me interviewing guest experts for you to listen to. I can and will still do that, but it's time for real conversations with people like you, my friend and listener. That's why I'm opening up some space on the podcast for honest, live conversations with you, where we explore what's really going on beneath the surface in your life or your business. It's a bit like a coaching session, but honestly, I don't really want to call it a coaching session. It's more of a safe space, a supportive chat. And it's going to be as anonymous as you want it to be, audio only, no pressure, no expectations. I've actually been on a session like this myself with a spiritual podcaster about a year ago, and I remember feeling so safe and truly seen in what they helped me work through at the time. And the great thing is, I get to go back and re-listen to this episode whenever I want to. Whenever I do, I can be in a more neutral space, in an observer role, listening to these two people. And that allows me to hear new things that they said, what I said or what they said. I notice patterns and blind spots, and I get even more insights later on that I didn't get in this moment when we were in this moment having the conversation. And I'd love that for you too. So I am looking for you who want to talk through a specific chaos in your life or business and work on it a bit, live on air. You will get insights and support from me, and you will find clarity around that specific topic, and you will be able to shift things, all with zero pressure and full permission to show up just the way you are, mess and all. You can stay 100% anonymous by using a made-up name, or share your real first name, whatever works for you, whatever feels good to you. It will be a very safe space, non-judgmental and supportive, and it will be audio only, as I said already, for your privacy. So if you're feeling stuck and would love a bit of clarity without a price tag, this is a beautiful opportunity I'd like to offer you. There are no strings attached, no sales pitch, no pressure to become a client, for sure not, and just a real honest conversation about whatever chaos you're navigating. You get a safe space to explore it, about 20 to 30 minutes I aim for, 20 to 30 minutes of support. And as a result, I get to share a meaningful episode that might resonate with other people, that will inspire someone else who's going through something similar like you. I feel this is a win-win-win situation. A win for you, a win for me, and for a win for anybody in the future who will listen to that episode. And I hope you see it this way too. And so if Scorpio Stinger on today's full moon is nudging you to face something, to release something, to finally take, even if it's just a tiny step forward, this could be the sign from the universe for you that you have to do it not alone. Sometimes one honest conversation with someone is all it takes to shift from chaos to peace and to put you in motion, to be able to move forward again, even if it's only a tiny step. Now, of course, if this doesn't resonate with you, then I'd like to remind you that you can also bring your chaos to me by booking a free Chaos to Peace consultation instead, which is not on air. It's a way to explore how you could work with me on your chaos, and it's a way to get to know each other and to see if we are a fit. If you decide neither one of these two options is for you, which is totally fine, of course, but you still feel like you need to go deep, but on your own, I want to leave you with this. Sit with this full moon energy today, or whenever you listen to this episode, the energy will be in it. Dig deep and ask yourself, what am I ready to let go of? Really investigate your emotional blocks that come up, and the mental blocks possibly. And then embrace some transformation. Aim to let go of some outdated fears, patterns, or thoughts or beliefs. But while doing so, be aware of not getting stuck in emotional intensity or power struggles with yourself, right? Scorpio's intensity can bring deep emotions to the surface. That's why often support is beneficial. But you can do it on your own if you're mindful and aware. Try to face these challenges. Try to go with the flow rather than resisting them. And again, if some support would feel good right now, reach out. I'd love to talk with you, even for just one conversation, as you clear the chaos and move on towards more peace in your life and business. Okay, my friend, that's it for today. Thank you for listening all the way to the end and for sticking with me, even though I go through my own pain right now. Have a beautiful week. Talk to you next time. Take good care and find more peace.